thank you for the opportunity to address you tonight, and also maybe to pay a tribute to all of my fellow nationalists here at the table, especially Suzanne, for some of the issues that was mentioned by Ian. That's a big step coming out as a nationalist and a yes supporter when you're in private business, and I think we need to support people like Suzanne in private business and in the community, as long as they want, in terms of coming out as yes supporters. I did have a speech, but I'm going to put it aside, and the reason is because both John and Suzanne have said the vast majority of everything that I want to say to you tonight. I want to talk about why I think we have specific issues in West Dunbartonshire, and why I think a local candidate, a caveat, one in exile, I have to say, in the city of Glasgow, could be a great key for us in defeating our sitting member of the British House of Commons. Our member of the British House of Commons at the moment has gladly walked through the lobbies of the British Parliament and voted to cap benefits. I don't want to be that member of Parliament voting to cap benefits for the most vulnerable in our society, and a community, my community, where 1 in 4 children are living in poverty. That's your neighbours, it might be you, it could be your kids, where people are queuing at food banks in Clydebank and Dumbarton, from Bonhill to Bellsmire, Dundalk to Dumbarton. It's real. It's happening in our community, it's happening daily, and the British establishment austerity system isn't just about this government, it's about the British way of government. Don't think that they've been treating us like this just because it's the Tories and the Liberals. It's them. It's the way they've treated us for 300 years. When their political establishment came together, they made the decision that you and I are not the people that they are interested in or want to invest in. Now, when I worked in this community for over a decade, I came up against daily issues which are the same as we were 40 years ago, when I was a young whippersnapper in the Fifeland. But they're the same issues. Poverty, ingrained, no lack of opportunity, education. They tell us about a local authority today, and you're looking at budgets, talking about stopping kids having hot meals on a Friday. My God, it's like the 70s and the 80s all over again. Now, why do I think I might be a decent candidate to take that message forward, and why we as Scottish nationalists, and I'm delighted to see so many of you, because it feels less like a Hustings and more like a rally, I have to say. John, that must be your fault, these rallies. Why do I think that's important? I can play a part in that, no matter if I'm a candidate or not. Over a decade working in this community, I've seen community groups, community volunteers, and I see a few here tonight, who are the ones leading in food banks. They're the ones taking kids to preschool, to get, going to preschool groups to get their breakfast because their parents can't afford to feed them. Now that's a reality I thought we had seen the back of. Guess what? It never went away because the British political system does not want it to go away. They're interested in them, they're interested in Trident, sitting in the Clyde, and they're interested in feathering their own nest. I don't want us to be part of that. If I could be sent as a candidate out into the street, I'll be knocking those doors, but I'll also be knocking doors that have never been opened to us. Doors that have been steadfastly shut, concreted away from us, and they're cracking open now. The community groups we've never been able to get into, the people we need to talk to, the people that we become their voice, and their voice, not just in London, but here. If you think the answer's in London, then I'm sorry, you're mistaken. The answer lies in front of me here tonight. If it's another Hustings meeting in Clydebank in a couple of weeks, it's the same answer. It lies here in West Dunbartonshire. We are the answer, not them. And I hope, if you lend me your vote, that we can work together to make sure that people like Gemma Doyle, their ilk, we don't have them anymore. And that we have parliamentarians who are sitting in a sovereign, independent parliament in Edinburgh, not in London, and not in a House of Commons. Now, I might have never thought I'd ever say this in my life. I am not a home rule politician. I never have been, Margaret McGregor will testify to it, and I never will be. But if I'm told that I need to go down there and be and fight for a home rule parliament, I'll do it. But by God, I'll be fighting for an independent, sovereign parliament to give us the power, you and me the power, not the politicians. Not me as a councillor, as I am at the moment in Glasgow, or as a parliamentarian. Our sovereignty is us. It's no them. And it's about time we took it back. We've got a big campaign to win here. You know, the Labour Party have held this seat since around about 1917, and it's time that that has to come to an end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they've been close before. The Tories nearly won West Dunbartonshire as it was in 1958, 59. They came within around about 700 votes. Now that's not something to hold up, say the Tories nearly beat them. But times have changed, and I want to be a part of that. And there's a reason I want to be a part of that, because we've all talked with this message of hope. And it's not necessarily just about any of us, possible candidates. It's about us together. We won this in West Dunbartonshire. It wasn't Twitter, it wasn't Facebook. They were useful if you've got connection. Quite a lot of folk in West Dunbartonshire don't have connection. We won it. You won it. And as you win it, again, come May, I want to be a part of that. I really do. Really, seriously want to be a part of that. And I want to be an MP who will be in Parliament fighting for you when we need to, and back in this constituency as much as I can possibly be. That's the Member of Parliament who needs to come from the Scottish National Party, because our end object will always be, always has been, the restoration of a sovereign, independent Parliament sitting in Edinburgh, where we don't have MPs in London. I don't want to be there for a lifetime. Under no illusions, I won't be, because you'll deliver independence. Thank you very much.